Amen. And we thank God. At this time, I want us to understand and to remember that this month we are talking about Thanksgiving. Amen. We are thanking God for His goodness and for His faithfulness. And I remember reading in the Bible. I don't remember the exact place, but I was reading in the book of Numbers. I think Deuteronomy, I should say Deuteronomy. And the Bible was saying, Moses was telling the children of Israel, mkifika huko the promised land, mkifika that promised land yenye Mungu amewapromise, na mfike mahali mweze kupanda vitu kwa hizo shamba, the promised land, the produce that you get, you should bring it unto the Lord as a first fruit, as tithe. When you bring those offerings to the Lord, anza kuambia the priests, there were things that the children of Israel waliambiwa waambie the priest. Wanze kumwambia that sisi tulikuanga in a certain land, tukaenda Egypt kwa sababu kulikuwa na drought, na tulipoenda Egypt because of drought, the people of Egypt wakaanza kutu oppress kwa sababu tuliweza kuzaana, wakaanza kutu oppress, na walipo tu oppress tukalilia Mungu, na tulipolilia Mungu, Mungu akaweza kutuokoa, akaweza kutukomboa, na alipotukomboa na mkono wake ulio na nguvu sana akaweza kututoa from Egypt na tukaenda into the wilderness. Na pia katika wilderness Mungu akakuwa pamoja na sisi, tukaweza kukula mikate like manna. God provided from heaven. Na finally also God took us into the promised land, and now we are here in the promised land, and therefore we have brought the first fruit of this promised land. Na nilipokuwa nikisoma hiyo word, nikakuwa very motivated or very challenged, because sometimes when we start giving thanksgiving, tunaanza kusema ni Mungu, tunasema tu ni Mungu, but the Lord wants you to tell the story. Ni Mungu. Kama tungeambiwa, kama Moses angesema ni Mungu, hatungekuwa na Deuteronomy, hatungekuwa na Exodus, kwa sababu he didn't just say it is God, he explained the story, and now we know the story of what happened to the children of Israel. They didn't just say it is God, they said, what did God do? So even us, we are not just saying, Jali ni Mungu. Tell us, narrate to us the story. The way God was telling the children of Israel. Mkienda kwa priest, tell him the story. Mwambie we were in the land of Egypt, na tukakuwa oppressed, tukakuwa delivered. Sahi tuko in the promised land, and therefore we are bringing our first fruit to the Lord. So this month is the month of telling the story of your deliverance, how the Lord has delivered you. We know it's God, but tell us how He did it. Amen. How He did it, how He took you from not being able to read the Bible to being able to read the Bible. How the Lord took you throughout this year. Amekufanyia nini? Amekubeba aje? Amen. And the Lord is going to help us as we continue telling our story. I'm just very much emphasizing on tell the story of your success. Don't just summarize that story. Say, guys, me God, Jali, this fight. Yes, tell us, okay, thank you, it is God, but what has He done? Break down the story. Amen. Tell us, like for example, there was a certain man ambaye alihiliwa, na akaanza kupeana story, akaanza kusema Mungu Jesus alinieka matope kwa uso, akaniambia niende nioge Siloam, nilipooga nikaweza kuona. Alituambia the story. Tell us what God has done. Break down for us. Amen. Amen. And break down for people. Ukiambia watu testimony yako, waambie clearly what He did. Amen. And because of that, God is glorified. God is exalted. Amen. I just want us to have a heart of thanksgiving. God hachokeshwi na story zetu. Even as you go before the Lord, go to the Lord with that story. Anza kumwambia, Lord, January, this is how things happen. I can just tell you one of my stories, graduation. I graduated this year by the grace of God. But it was a journey. I can simply tell you I graduated with God. Amen. But I want to tell you what exactly happened. Amen. Yes, the Lord helped me. I was supposed to graduate like 2 years ago. Amen. Yeah. And because of some few units that hazikuwa bado ziko complete, so there was that delay. Amen. And many things can happen, but the Lord helped me. Amen. And I remember now, because I was supposed to graduate this July, and I did. I actually graduated this July. But I remember nilikuwa sasa nimemaliza all the units, zote ziko clear, and now the only thing remaining is just to go and graduate. But kidogo, I think I was not in touch with the vitu za, especially ukitoka campus huko groups. So I was not in many groups, so hata sikuwa najua, okay, yes, na graduate, but how do we go about it? How do we do those things? Amen. And I remember one day I looked at, because we are supposed to pay for fee ya kuweza ku graduate. Nikaangalia nikaona the deadline of paying for the fee of graduation ishapita. Na mimi sijalipa. Set ya hakuna pesa, but I was not consistent to move. And nikaona imepita. Na unajua hiyo day nilikuwa nimeamua naenda shule kuuliza when is the deadline of paying, na kuuliza the other details. But nikiwa kwa njia nikasema hebu niangalia online, maybe wamepost, let me see if maybe there's deadline or there's no deadline, because I didn't know there's deadline. So nikaangalia